So on the document camera screen, you should be seeing two boards, one on the left, one on the right. There are two 9-volt batteries that I'm going to use to power up my optical receiver. And I also have a speaker that is connected, which is present way over here. And I have positioned my microphone just above this speaker so that if you hear things and if everything goes well, then you should be able to hear things quite all right. So let's talk about the transmitter here. Some key things. Let's see if I can zoom in and scoot so that I can take a look at the transmitter here. That is my transmitter board. And you can see the red LED, which is functioning as our optical transmitter. We have the 555 timer right in the middle. We have a potentiometer, which has a screw that at the very top that you can turn to change the value of the resistance between 0 and 100K. I've used my analog discovery to provide the plus 5 volts here, and the ground reference is provided on the black wire here, and the yellow wire that is essentially going to do the function generator aspect of my experiment. That's going to be the one that is supplying the audio file to my transmitter board. So a lot of connections are present on this board. I will take a picture of my transmitter and receiver boards and share it with you guys so you can take a look at all the minute details which might not appear very clearly on your current screen. So that's as far as the transmitter is concerned. And now if I move over to the receiver, I have a slightly complicated story because my connections have increased. My phototransistor is connected way over there. I have a 741 op amp, which is giving me a 22 gain over here. Then I have the audio amplifier. I'm using the 10 microfarad capacitor for an additional factor of 10 gain. And the blue potentiometer over here is our volume control. um, I have the capacitors that are in my design. Eventually I have the speaker all the way to the right. So if I zoom out here, you should be seeing the entire view here. So let's start with a couple of things. I don't want to drain my 9-volt batteries. So that will be the last thing that I will plug into my circuit board. But at this point, I hope that you can see the transmitter is completely isolated from the receiver. There's no wire that is going across. So I will get everything ready. Last thing, 9-volt batteries being plugged in. So in that attempt, I'm going to set up my power supplies on WaveGen so that my transmitter gets the required power. I have set up the positive power supply, the red wire, to be 5 volts, and it is ready to be switched on. Next, I will go into WaveGen and import a song file. So in the morning, I gave a tribute to someone. So let's see, play. So I select play option, then I'm going to import. So when I say import, it gives me the option to bring in the sound file that I'm interested in. So let's see. All right, Hey Jude is what you guys asked for, and let's see if that plays well. So that's the signal. That's how it's getting imported, and I'm very happy with the dynamic range. I'm using my plus to minus one window very well. So I will say OK over here so that it gets. It's going to take some time because it's maybe a pretty big file, but in a few moments you should see the waveform being ready. In the meantime, I'm going to uh, start working on reducing the brightness in my room. All I'm hoping is for waveforms not to crash. Okay, so that was good. It was able to get get to that point. Let's see. Uh, so my transmitter is ready. Next, I'm going to connect the power supplies because after that it'll just be switching things on. So as we said, we have two power supplies here. If I say that this is going to be my positive power supply, the right one, then the red wire from that needs to go into the positive rail, the top rail, and the black wire from this needs to go to the bottom rail, the ground rail. So power and ground are being established by right now this power supply. The next power supply that I just picked up, we are going to go the other way. So the black wire is going to go to pin 4 of the op amp, and I will have the red wire go into the ground. There's nothing right now, and I hope you are able to hear that buzz from the speaker. So what I'll do now is turn on supplies, and the moment I did that, you saw the LED come on. I will they are distinct, they are disjoint, and I will now turn on WaveGen, and I will turn off the lights in the room. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You are made to go out together. The minute you let her make it better. Anytime you feel the pain, you know that it's all right. So I hope that was exciting. Let me also play the file that I always play. Whenever I do this exercise for myself, I play this file. So I'm going to do that. Alright, so let me switch this off. Change the song here. I don't want this to crash on me. All right, so I don't know if you guys were able to hear it clearly, at least as clearly as I did. Let me know if that was at all audible. Okay. Kind of. Okay, so I'm gonna try to see if I can move my mic a little bit closer. Uh, oh, so this is the price I pay for uh, getting a very high quality uh, sound file. Okay, so there we are. So we are doing this play, supply, sure. Yes, it is take five. All right. Well, I guess I can keep going, and I can be the DJ for I guess for a longer time. But I don't want to keep you guys occupied during that time. So what I'll do is I will stop this, um, and actually I'll go ahead and stop recording so that